So last week I did something for the first time in my life. I bought my first car. Thank you, appreciate that, thank you. The last car that I had was a graduation gift from my parents. And this year I said, I'm just gonna look for a car. I'm not gonna go buy one. So I went to the dealership, CarMax Toyota in Maryland, in Columbia, Maryland. And when I got there, I saw the salesman and I said, I know exactly what I want. I want the new Toyota Corolla 2018, no questions asked. And my mind was made up. And as I look out into the lot of cars, I see it, it's right there in red, and I said, that's it right there. That's it. He then says, okay, are you sure that's what you want? I wasn't expecting that curveball, so I said, yes, I am sure. But on the inside, I said, am I really sure? So I walk out to the lot, and I walk right to the red car, and I said, okay, can we test drive this car? And he said to me, that's a Camry. Okay, where are the Corollas? He said, they're all the way in the back. I said, okay. So as I'm walking from the Camry all the way to the Corolla, I go from, oh, this is it. So when I got to the new 2018 Corolla, I said, let's give it a test drive. Gave it a test drive. Was driving along with my parents in the back seat, the salesman right there next to me. And as I'm driving, I'm not really excited about that car. I'm not getting that rush or that this is the new car I'm going to get. I go back to the lot feeling a little down. So then I move forward towards the Camry, and he says, and I said, can I at least try this car just for giggles? You know, I don't think I'm going to leave with anything. I'm just going to look. That's all I'm going to do. So I go to the Camry, and I sit in the car, and I said, oh, I wasn't expecting this comfortable. I turned the key in the ignition. I said, oh, I'm not expecting the revving of this type of engine. And I drive off the lot. It is the smoothest ride I've ever ridden in before. And I go from thinking about getting a car to let's rethink not getting a car to actually trying to get one. So we get back to the office, and I said to myself, I want this car. I go to the salesman and I say, what do I have to do to get this car? Now, caveat, the Toyota Corolla was about $19,500 and the Camry was $23,500, so a good $4,000 more. So my heart was immediately shot because I'm balling on a budget. So when I go to the salesman, he says to me, did you want to get your car appraised? I brought my 2006 Toyota Corolla with me. And I said, why not? I already went through the Kelly's Blue Book, and I saw that my car was valued between $1,800 and $2,800. And the way that I thought I was going to get, I thought I would get the low end $1,800. And I said, for giggles, how much is my car worth? He got on his computer, did the calculations, and he said, wow. And I said, okay, I'm going to get $1,900. That's even better. He came back and said, Dwayne, your car is worth $3,000. American dollars? He said, yes, 3,000 American. I said, okay. Let's keep going further. I said, let's push the envelope to see what happens. And as he's going through more, he's asking me questions about the title of the car, the type of car I've had, you know, any accidents and everything. And then he says, Dwayne, the type of car you want is the Camry, right? I said, yes, that's what I want. You qualify for another $500. And I said, yeah, let's keep pushing this envelope a little bit more. So he's saying, Dwayne, we're going through it, and he said, Dwayne, you actually qualify for $3,680 towards your car with no money down. Like you, my mind was blown. So I said, okay, I've decided to get this car. So we moved forward with the deal. And then he said, do you have the necessary paperwork with you? I said, I don't, but it's under my parents' name. What do you need from them? They said, we don't have the necessary paperwork. However, you can bring it back to us. So we need you to go back home, grab these necessary paperwork, bring it back, and the car is yours. Well, the main paperwork they were looking for was called a lien release form, which is basically the form that says, hey, your car is paid for outright, now it's fully yours. We didn't have that, so we said, we'll drive home. Now I'm disappointed thinking I'm gonna have to drive home, wait for a day or two to get this car, and then probably drive it later. So we drive in the car, start the car, and as I'm about to back out, the salesman comes back and says, wait, don't leave. My manager's on the phone with Toyota now. You may not need the paperwork. Do you want to stay? And I look at my folks and I said, I actually do want to stay. Let's get out of this car. So we get out the car, walk back into the salesman, and we're sitting there just waiting. I'm sitting there as if I'm a contestant on American Idol trying to figure out when it's my turn to come up. So I'm waiting, and the manager comes out, and she turns the corner, and she has a smile on her face that said, you know what, we're good. They're going to mail us the form that we need. We don't need you to go home. So I said to myself, does that mean I can go home with this car today, yes or no? And she said, yes, you can go home with this car today. So I'm moving my stuff out of my old car to the new car. And as I'm doing it, I stop and I'm getting nostalgic. Me and my Corolla have had a lot of time together. You know, I've driven many places. It was there with me during prom night. So, you know, it was... It's gotten me through a lot of hard times, and to actually say goodbye to it brought a little bit of, you know, regret. But as I moved forward into the new car, and I said, even though my old Corolla gave me some good times, I know that new times are ahead in this new Camry, and I really enjoyed doing it. It's the first experience, and I look forward to doing many more new things in the new year. Thank you.